So cheers. Alright, let's roll up I'll list aside, because I just looked at the sweet seeds papers. I had these for fucking a while, I think. I can't remember the last time I actually used them, but they do look like a nice paper, so let's give it a go. It was either them or the greenhouse here, I reckon, but there's quite a few of the greenhouses, I guess. They're all over Bangkok and shit, so. But I'm going to try the more natural, because they've got the wider paper. We'll have one of those after. Let's go the sweet seeds with a tip instead of a filter today, because I have found, you know, these bigger ones, you can't use filters with big ones, which I don't use them with the big ones, because your filter just ends up a fucking mess. I'll stick that over there. You know what, it's been a while since I used them, so I'm going to scrap that one and use the second paper just in case the gun's fucked. And I think I've got this linked up, but it is fucking around on the YouTube side. I will look at it after and see if I can improve it, but yeah, I think it's my internet that's the problem, which I can't do much about, except I may be able to update my dongle, though it was the same one that I had running at the old place. It was just that the internet was better there. But I do need a better dongle, so I will do that. That is, and it actually might allow me to have a better mic setup from what I saw. I got a better dongle in one that's what do you call it? In the case, inbuilt card. Can you choppers overhead? Pretty low overhead too, actually. Where's all the stuff? Oh. I think I brought everything in, or have I left one thing out there? No, it should all be here. No, give me one sec. Where is it? There it is. Got everything. Not that one. This one. Oh yeah, no. This one. Look at that. I'm gonna have to muck around with the like the settings somewhere anyway, by the looks of it, because I keep getting little things flash up on YouTube, and it is lagging a bit behind. Alright. Right. I should leave that so I can see it. There we go. I'm going to turn my timer off too, I don't need that anymore, do I? Nice. Yeah, I think I had actually forgot to take my mic off mute again, because I usually whack it on mute before I disconnect it, or even after I disconnect it anyway. I don't leave the mic or camera connected to the computer. That's madness. No, I need to. I've seen enough of the call scam center things where the hackers can hack into their webcams and stuff, to know that, I guess, you know, anyone who knows what they're doing will find cameras and microphones and things and hack into them. I mean, they can, you know, I don't give a fuck really. They can watch me jerking off in this chair if they like. That's probably not what they're going to see, but you know, they're not going to see much, is the point I'm making. If they saw that, that'd be the most they ever saw. The most exciting thing they ever saw probably happen on this camera, outside of talking shit. But this isn't OnlyFans, so you know. And yeah, it's just kind of twisted. Alright. I meant that. What I was talking about is kind of twisted, not this. Alright. wheat seeds. I said, oh yeah, wheat seed, okay. I can see it on the paper. Alright, let's see how it smokes up. Looks alright. Probably be a bit chesty when I think about it, because I haven't had a tip for a good week or two, maybe longer. It's been longer since I had a larger one. I think about it like this size. But anyway, let's do it. Should be fun. I'm a little disappointed about the errors I keep getting coming up on the YouTube, but I'll sort that out after this video, because like I was saying on yesterday's, we got the, where is it, in this part, the other times, it's going to be there. Boom. So 10 AM on Wednesday as well for a wake and bake, or maybe this is your wake and bake, I don't know, but only on Patreon and YouTube. If you subscribe and follow there, you'll get the, I believe you get the notifications, but mostly, I mean, if you're following us on Patreon, that's where you'll get the notifications. You'll notice there's more and more people actually on Patreon, so I recommend jumping on there and finding the people you like to follow elsewhere, because you'll find there's probably a lot more content on Patreon from them. Alright, let's see if I can oh no, let's get the last of this dust in. Can't leave the hashy shit out, can we? That's the best part. I sure wish I had some extra hash to roll in there. But we don't. But anyway, I'm getting carried away, because I've got a feeling that would make me fucking cough my guts up. I've got a feeling it's going to anyway. Turning into a pretty decent size, turning into a pretty decent sized joint. Going real nice, there we go. Nice and smooth. Tuck you in there and you got 'em. Nice. What can I tap that down with? Here we go. I did have one of those raw stakers somewhere actually. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I think it might be on my skeleton. I'll have to get it out of the closet. We'll pull the skeleton out of the closet later. Not tonight. I thought I heard my cat. I think it is. I think he was telling the dog off. I think I can hear the cat telling the dog off. Alright, let's put that somewhere where it's out of my way so I don't knock it over. And we'll get to smoking this, and then I'll load up this game of life theory, which we're going to talk about, which I mentioned yesterday. Because it's all sort of, you know, relevant to what's going on in the world at the moment. There's a lot of tit for tat going on. And I have noticed a little bit of tit for tit, I suppose, would be the good one, wouldn't it? Tat for tat, it's got to be the bad one. Tit's got to be good, doesn't it? Rather than tat. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, it is actually. Tit is the good one. So there's a bit of tit-titting going on, and there's a bit of tit-tatting going on. A little bit. It's how people are, I suppose, a bit reactionary all the time. Or some are. Fuck. I didn't quite set this up, so let me find it for a second. Let me get out of that. I better get out of there, so I'm not going to have an eye on the chat, so sorry about that. I'm going to go to main YouTube so we can find a video on find the game of life theory. Get slow. Might be my missus on there as well actually tonight. It's different to the other day. But that's the problem. I need that good internet again. We'll get there. Game theory here now. Is that the one? Yeah. But that's not the one I looked at, so let's find something more interesting though. Where's the let's go way back. What's this one? Here we are. This is the one. Oh, this one will do anyway. It's actually not the one I was thinking of. I was looking at the other day. I may have mentioned this when I think about it. I'm having a bit of a rethink. It was either on here or I shared it to my mate or something else. Where So game theory. I'll edit the description to fit that. But anyway, I'll load this up and let me get it to a full, or not full screen, but you know what I mean. That's in my ear. Alright, one sec. Let me turn it down so you guys don't get blasted. Yeah. That's on application. Live share. Let's see, I haven't actually used this for a little bit. Let's see how we go. Give me one sec. Got that. How the fuck did we get rid of that? There we go. Alright, I've got it. Here we go. We get to could be a bit laggy, eh? Let's get off that. But I think, I don't know, it's actually not showing on mine, but I think it is working, isn't it? What the fuck is that YouTube shit? No thanks. I don't know, is that coming through? Well, that's difficult because I can't see it on here, but I think I might have to stop this because it's not going to work if I can't see it. Can we, you see, every time I flick out of the screen and come back, it's working, so I'll assume it is working. But anyway, let's pause it for a sec, because this is irrelevant, really. Because what we want to find is, here we go, all this part. Yeah, let's start. The other one that I was thinking of actually is a better video, but anyway, this shows. It's a tit for tat. Righto. Or you can defect and get 5 points instead. So you are better off defecting. But what if your opponent defects instead? Well, you could cooperate. It keeps happening over and over again. So that changes the problem. I don't want to get flagged for anything, so I've got to skip through a bit. You know what? It's got the other one has got all these players in it, but it's a little bit better than this video. Well, this video is great. I'd recommend watching it, to be honest. It's the surprising genius of game theory, but the one I want is different, so I'll switch back for a moment while I find it. I'm just going to assume that that was actually working because it looked to me like on this end it was. Let me go here and I'll find that. One sec, go into my history. History. Oh, it was only the other day I was looking at it. I was showing someone else again the other day. Well, I was lining it up, and that's what I mentioned it yesterday. Where the fuck is it now, though? I don't even know what that. I didn't even watch that video. I don't know. There's a heap of shit. I reckon it comes when you're scrolling through the wall. I don't know if you pause for too long. I think it actually adds those videos that start playing to your fucking history. Crack user in the 80s, epic interview. Well, I didn't watch that. It's probably funny as fuck by the look of it, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. But I don't remember watching that. I must be on a different thing. Give me one sec to find this and I'll find it. Here we are. We'll go through there. I will find the one that I actually watched. That's gone out of me. Because it's not much good if it's not the one I was thinking of, is it? Unless it's further in the video, give me one sec, I'll skip through. Maybe that's the point here. There's a lot of waffle. We'll get there in a sec. If you missed yesterday's, I put it up. I'm sorry about yesterday's because I thought it was all hooked up and playing right, but it wasn't. It used the wrong link. So the video for the link that it used wasn't there. Anyway, so luckily I'd recorded it. Piss off ad. Alright, let's get past that. Here we go, this is the one. It is that same video, give me one sec to find the spot, here we go. We don't need all that part. We go from here we go. Alright. This is the part I was looking for. But I do recommend watching the whole video. I'll drop a link into the description. Where is it? Where are we going now? Here we are. Go back here and I'll get the shared one going. Back. Oh yeah. Let's see if this works. This time. It only shows for a moment when I flick back to this app. The app must be fucking up on me or something. But I believe it's working. I'll have to have a look after the video because unless I can look through YouTube actually. It's a bit laggy though. Sorry. I also actually don't know if the sound for this is coming through. Hopefully it is. Yeah, I think it is anyway. I can't really tell because this app's fucking up. Mm. Yeah, you see it everywhere. And I think this is what's this? This is a year ago. 17 million views. I'd be surprised if you haven't seen it. Mm. So this is a year down the track. So there you go. There's been a lot of this fucking tat for tat going on. And now the world's starting to do pretty poorly, wouldn't you say? Alright, but I won't watch the whole thing because that's their video. You go check it out. I'll drop the link in the Patreon comments. This joint's going alright. It's fucking huge too. It's actually that stuff I had yesterday, and I took the bag out of it, the one that had no terps, and it has got some smell back to it overnight without those bags in it. So I was lucky it's still got some something in the middle there. It's pulling out. It's getting a little bit. Every time I open it, you can actually smell something there. It's good. But yeah, game theory. Check it out. Let me copy this so I can dump it in there for you. Oh no, that's going to copy it at that point, isn't it? Let me see what I've got here. Share. We're dumping and talking shit right now there. Alright, so I see it was working anyway. I can see that video play was working, but for some reason it's not playing on mine, so it made it a little hard to comment on it as we went through it there, didn't it? Oh, it's getting chesty. I need some of this tea. When I can be fucked, I will sit down and do some clips out of some of these live streams here and there. There's a couple of points there yesterday I was going to clip out here and there, and I'll share them publicly. But all these are only for Patreon members, all free. If you want to help support, then you can join one of the paid tiers, which gives you something back and helps keep the channel going, or helps me actually make the channel go. But it does help keep Ozstoners going. As the whole that it is. Like I say, I'm working on a Discord server there, and I'll have more time to do that tomorrow. I think I'll actually spend the day on that tomorrow because that needs to be done live because it's tied in with some of the tiers there. And I'd also want to check out about fixing this mic setup, and I guess now knowing that too, I'm also going to see about getting that fucking dongle card thing done quickly too, because that might fix two things, mic and the internet, make it a bit better in one hit, which I should be able to have good for fucking Wednesday, I guess, for the first 10 AM wake and bake. And I'll fix up these graphics for talk and shit show because some of them aren't quite right. Oh, I can't remember what this one was, but it's a lot nicer now with a bit of turbs in there. You're coming out, and anyway you can actually smell it, taste it. Oh. And it's it's a nice big decent sized joint too, I suppose. I actually haven't had time to check out current events of what's going on in the world in cannabis lately. Oh, that got me. But I'll have a look through it this week and see what's been going on. I'm pretty sure it's the same old shit anyway, to be honest. But I have seen that. Oh shit! I did notice the other day again that Redbubble was having a sale. This is what I was trying to get out. I didn't promote it as much as I did the last one though, but I just saw something about it. So if you check out the Redbubble shop through Linktree, oh fuck, the Linktree page, or fuck, I'm trying to think where else I've got it linked actually. I don't think I've actually linked it over at Allstoners yet, but if I haven't, yeah, it should be over there. I'll go have a look, but if it's not, it will be. But I believe it is over there. But that's where you get all your merch. Any Allstoners merch, except for the ring. Oh, didn't mean to give you the bird. Except for the ring, I'll give you the stink finger instead. There you go. Except for the ring, which you can only get by subscribing to Patreon now. That's the only way on the third tier. I did have a link up going, but well, they've gone, so they won't be selling that. But we will be doing it for Patreon instead. I think it's a better system anyway, because you actually get, well, you get more for it. If you have a look, it's a third tier. You get the ring, you get prints and stuff, the 3D textured prints, which I'm looking forward to doing the first one I've seen. Actually, I will run a poll somewhere, so I'll actually start posting the images to Patreon a bit more. Like I was saying, on the Dan Hansen, but I'll start posting some of the old ones as well, enhanced, so you can actually request any, like it's, you request the ones that you want in the VIP vault, request any that you might want done in the artwork releases. If you're having any trouble on Patreon, or I believe you can message me somewhere. You can just either comment or message somewhere, I believe. If not, find it. You can message me through Allstoners or Patreon, I suppose, as well. There's a few places. I get too many emails, to be honest, from all these places. That's half the problem. I need to get rid of a lot of the contact. I guess that's why Facebook and all of these people hide, because they got millions and millions of people contacting, and just fucking few thousands, hard enough at times. But yeah, so Game Theory, check it out. That's tit for tat. Like I said, that was interesting actually, just to know that that's over a year ago, and I'm sure there's probably older videos. I don't know. Maybe that is one of the original ones. So it does have 17 million views, so I guess it probably is. But it's a year down the track. It is interesting to see, because I'd say we're very much stuck in that tat for tat cycle going on at the moment, aren't we? It's been sort of a little bit growing for a while, but sort of, I don't know. Seems to have gotten a lot worse pretty quickly, or a lot different pretty quickly. I don't know. Depends where you are, I suppose. I know I paid $50 for 20 litres of fuel today, which is a bit up there. And I'm sure it'll be more tomorrow. Well, that was a really nice joint. It's actually getting close to the end, but even with the tip, it didn't really fucking kill me as much as I thought it was going to, so that's good. Oh. Now, it's like I was saying yesterday as well, I'm going to set it up a bit better, so it's a bit more of a lounge setup, which I've got the space for. But after saying that, I thought to myself, what I don't have is the correct mic setup for anyone but a solo mission at the moment. So I'll work on getting some kind of mic that I can sit on the table in the middle here, basically. That'd be enough. Something that can sit here and have a couple of people sitting either side here, maybe 2 or 3, that's all. Max, I reckon 3 people. is what I'm going to do in this space at the moment. It'll be interesting. It'll get smoky, I know that. It'll be a nice little Dutchie. Oh, be a lot of coughing. Every day I send Facebook a message to, because every day they reject one of my my latest appeals that I try to do with them because they're thieves. But anyway, I play the game. Just keep hitting them with contacts, because what they send me back is actually well, they're trying to it's not, there's nothing in there that shows that what they're saying is in breach. So I've pointed this out in the most recent one again, but I don't think it makes much difference, to be honest. We'll see what happens though. Because I did make a point of going and highlighting a lot of their own words and policy and things like that, and taking that back to them and sort of saying, well, where is it? Because this is not there. It's satire, satirical artwork, that's all. Which is perfectly okay. It's not pornography or anything like this. It's not glorifying drug use. It wasn't in the terms of the white goods dealer, which is the one that they've actually flagged, which was on the site, but I've actually deleted the old post. Just when the shit started again, I thought, well, I better delete that, because here we go again. But the white goods dealer, yeah, which I'll stick up to Redbubble anyway, and we'll stick it on a t-shirt, because I'm pretty sure it'll go right on a shirt when I think about it. I don't think Redbubble will have any problem with it. In fact, I know they won't. And I will post it here on Patreon as well, in the enhanced version, because I know Patreon's got no problem with it. But I don't advise. Well, actually, you know what? You could share it on Facebook, and that it wouldn't matter. As I say, they only punch flag mine because of the reach that it's getting in the background, and the monetarization that it actually earns when it gets that reach. So that's all they do it for, is to turn off the monetarization, which they've done every time for 90 days, an exact period. A lot of these things go, or longer. I probably will be longer. I'll probably get hit with more, but I'm actually just running a test there at the moment. So I am sorry about the Facebook page at the moment, but it is actually just repeating some content. And I'm doing that on purpose, because I want to see what they actually flagged that's already existing on there. I'm just trying to learn a little bit about the Facebook AI bullshit. But I did watch something else there today about something different actually, but it was regarding what was she? She was an influencer, content creator, solicitor, lawyer, wherever you are. And she was talking about YouTube in this particular, because I think that's mostly what she's focused on. I think YouTube's the bigger platform anyway nowadays when it comes to it. But the copyright strikes that people hit a lot on YouTube now has been getting more and more, apparently. But anyway, she was talking about one case in particular where they appealed it, like you can appeal all these things at least once, but it's generally like she actually says, back in the early days, like 10, 15 years ago, maybe even a little bit less than that, it was physically looked at. Like when you appealed something even on Facebook and that, I think even a few years ago when I was doing it, it was physically looked at. Yeah, but now, most of it's just this AI bullshit. It's flagging it. A lot of it was only flagged before when it was reported or something like this. But it's all automated shit now, and it's gone crazy. But it's doing the same thing on YouTube. So, for example, she was talking about one person, the client that she was helping, and anyway, they went to do the submission and they fucked up. And she said that they submitted without doing the video that they were meant to attach or something like this. They basically didn't do the appeal. They just submitted it and said, thanks for your appeal. We'll get back to you with a verdict in a day or two or something like that. Anyway, it came back and that was fine. The strike against them was removed. So Yeah. Whereas other times she was saying they've done the video and all that, and no, you strike stays. So it's totally random, really, a lot of it. And like she didn't even have to submit one to actually have us. She got better luck by. Well, that's what made me think anyway. When I heard that, I thought, well, maybe that's the thing. You probably got better luck when you, like with my WhatsApp thing there the other day. They asked for a video. I probably would have been better off just not submitting the video. And the AI, maybe maybe that'll trick the AI. Oh, that was lucky. But yeah, so that one's just too hard to deal with, which is why I've moved to Patreon and focusing here solely pretty much here and Discord, and then I'll be linking Oz Stoners forums into Discord a bit more because the internet's changed and the way people use the internet's changed. And I'll do vice versa. So we'll try and fill all gaps, including the ones that still prefer the old school. But to be honest, I hardly even visit forums nowadays. I suppose it's more Discord groups and things like that, because that's where you're directed to everywhere as well. But the other thing is, I suppose it's cheaper to have that. So if I actually do run things off to Discord a bit more, I can reduce the cost of running all the stoners. And given the way the internet's changed, I'd be silly not to. There was an app on the App Store, by the way. It's probably still there because all those things sort of get lost and stuck there. But it's shit. I don't think it even works. You don't need it anyway nowadays because you just go to the website and you can add it as an app to your phone. I think you just add it to the home screen. Something like that. I can't remember how it works. It's something like that. Yes, sir. I think it is just add to the home screen. For iOS, and then it's install application or something for your Android and the rest of them. Right. Near the end, it's starting to get me. Yeah, near the end, it's really getting a little bit chesty. I can't see the chat. How can I see my chat here? Let me see. You'd think that'll take me to the chat, but no. Give me advanced mode. What's that do? Nothing. Just made it bigger. Yeah, sorry, I can't get the chat. I don't know how to get the chat. It's a bit annoying actually, the video. It's get here, and here we go. Enjoy it. I think it's because of the bitrate problems or something I'm having. I can't see the chat. I think I'm there. It said there was something there, but I can't see anything there. It does actually say the stream is excellent health, but it keeps popping up these fucking warnings. But anyway, I'll look at that later. Before the Wednesday show. For the Wednesday show, which, like I say, is up there. That's a big joint. It's going to be the only one I'm going to smoke tonight because that's more than enough. I've dropped that link for the full video game theory, which I do recommend watching, into the Patreon and YouTube. If you're following us on YouTube and you haven't followed us on Patreon yet, get over to Patreon. If you're following us on Patreon but haven't followed us on YouTube yet, get over to YouTube. And subscribe and like them both, you know. And when I start, I guess I'll put this clip off to Facebook, but if you're on Facebook, then don't forget to join us on Patreon and YouTube, and like and subscribe to get the videos, and join as a free member on Patreon there to get the videos and notifications. And then, you know, like I say, you can check out the tiers and stuff for extra stuff on Patreon as well. More content on Patreon because including the stuff that I've just been flagged for again too, which I'll be putting on Patreon instead. It's actually some old content too, but I'll be putting it on there because I'm going to stick it on a t-shirt. But yeah, as always, it's been fun. Just getting a little bit chesty. Maybe I'd probably hang around if I wasn't going to say chesty, to be honest, but I do have some things to do. I do have to work on this Discord some more, quite a bit more actually. Because I actually think it's a better chat area, and it ties in with Patreon, so you know, it's better than having multiple chats across the platforms. But when I can multi-stream again, I will do that. But the main focus is still Patreon, like it was before when I was multi-streaming. But I need to get the internet upgraded again, which I'll get onto that this week because I should be able to get it done without charge. That's my plan here anyway. Can't see why I wouldn't. I'll push it and see what I can get done. And then hopefully we can do some at least multi-stream to, I think I was doing Kick, Facebook and YouTube before. I think it was Kick, wasn't it? Yeah, because Twitch is a bit funny. Kick's, yeah, you know, it's got some questionable shit on there, I suppose. I believe it is run by some kind of gambling fucking Mongol or some crap. So I don't know. But the point is that they, I believe they're, you know, they're more let you stream without fucking causing you grief all the time, which, you know, Twitch, I believe they were, I don't know, maybe it's the other way around. I believe Twitch has gotten a bit, you know, a bit more like Facebook, you know. But it's more for gaming and that anyway, Twitch, from what I've seen. So is Kick, I believe, or sort of. Kick seems to be more the live streaming one. It's more just live streaming than anything, which includes gaming and all sorts of shit, from what I've seen. But we're not on there at the moment. We're there, but we're not streaming. I'm not sure if the videos even stayed up on the Kick, actually. I can't remember. I think they actually come down. But it's always on Patreon, so that's where you find it. And that's the times the talk and shit show. I think when I do have a group chat, whilst we do some live stuff, because I prefer the live and raw, keeps people more real. You know, for quality purposes, I will actually try and record one or two off and get that higher quality video to upload. Depends who we're talking to and what we're doing, I suppose, and what they want to do as well. But I do prefer that live, raw, authenticity. It's too late for lacking. Trying to say that word. And as you can tell, I'm pretty fucking dry today actually. I've been out and about in the sun all day, so I probably should have more water before the tea. Okay, we're still going. Yeah, sweet seed paper's nice. Quite nice, they're quite thin too. I've forgotten what I like. The tip's nice, but I can sort of you can sort of taste it. I don't know, maybe the paper could have been a bit better, but it's probably a little bit too raw, maybe, I don't know. I can sort of taste the tip difference a bit. I do have a funky fresh tip somewhere actually. which I should break out and use the one like the glass tips. They do make a difference. They're a lot fresher. I actually don't know what I've done with that. I'll have to dig it out. I did have it. I'm pretty sure I tucked it away somewhere when I moved. I'll have a look for that after the video. I got that off. Actually, I got it off B-Rail when he was here for his fucking. When they, B-Rail and Chuck D and Tom Morello and all that done the Prophets of Rage, and they come out and done this Prophets of Rage concert, which was alright. It was kind of a blend, I suppose, of the bands, of all those guys. But yeah, we got to go backstage, which I've talked about before. But yeah, I did have the funky tip. He gave us all the funky tip that he had there, I think. Nothing sus. But I don't know where it is. Funky fresh tips. Glass tips. There's a lot of knockoff ones. Australia's full of mostly knockoff shit, actually. Which is a little disappointing because it's all fucking, they tell you it's fucking genuine and they tell you it's this and that, and I know. I can tell you it's not from knowing some of those cunts that bring the shit in. Maybe knowing one or two of them anyway. They just tell you what you want to hear. Oh, food grade silicon, yeah mate, no worries. You just stick a sticker on it saying that. They do the same for a lot of shit. So the glass tips, and that's another one, which is a bit of a problem too, because it's the coloured glass tips, when it's the wrong, the colouring in the glass, like lead based and shit, you don't really want to be using that, obviously. Probably not a big issue, but yeah. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to bugger off.